All right, what's going on, everybody? Godbear here, back with another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. We had started this game a while back, but I was waiting to finish Star Wars before I continued this game. But now that I am finished with Star Wars, let's jump back into it. All right, and we are right back in the Hufflepuff common rooms, which I have never seen, because I've never done this house before. So let's look around a little bit. Get something to drink. Just gonna go ahead and drink random things sitting out on the table and not give any thought to what might have been in them or who might have been drinking out of them. You know, magic. It's fine. This is cozy, man. I like this. Ha! Amazing. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's coming out of my controller. I love this game so much. Brooklyn. I don't know. Who knows?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Oh, okay. So we can talk to people.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year.
That's right.
Quite the dramatic entrance you made.
Well, you know me.
Imagine wanting
Well,
to call
actually, you
attention
don't.
to yourself.
But you
Especially
will.
since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I'm not worried.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
The houses are nice, but the house system is a weird. You get sorted as a small child and you just kind of stay with that house your whole life. People do change over time and have cake. People do change over time and have multiple characteristics that would fit in multiple different houses. That's how you get upstairs. I want to see what in the world? Did that just... Oh, wait, yeah, I can't go upstairs yet, obviously. All right. Are you okay? What did you do?
It's all right. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Your mother's right. Magical beasts are more trouble than they're worth.
I think they can help us as long as we help them. They just take some getting used to. You'll have to get used to them. Otherwise, you'll have a time of it in Beasts with Professor Howen. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Well, I guess since I can't go upstairs, I'll move the story along.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Well, that was a lot.
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Imagine being a new student seeing that for the first time.
This exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Well, I'm glad I got
This
to
way.
see the common rooms for Hufflepuff for the first time.
guide will give you
I heard the
opportunities to
Hufflepuff
practice
campaign
your
gets
magic
weirder than the
and
others,
educate
so
yourself about wizarding lore.
I'm excited to see
I certainly would have
that.
appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
I don't have a whole lot
Simply
to.
cast Revelio on it.
Revelio.
The guide says.
Yeah, I got it. I remember this too.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
I know all this already, but you know,
You mentioned
more information.
Hogsmeade, Professor.
Always a good
Hogsmeade
thing.
is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also,
Nothing wrong with a
I
good
imagine,
refresher.
enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day.
It sure
And
is.
you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Yeah.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
So much exposition up front. Oh, I can't mess with the fountain yet. I used to love making the mermaid. Oh, hold on. While I'm here. I guess I'll be able to do that later. And if I remember correctly, they won't let me get too far away from... Yep. Can't even wander around just yet. Okay. More information.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and do Charms class first. Oop.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be
Just
incredibly
because
helpful.
Defense Against the
Thank
Dark
you.
Arts is a more
Now,
interesting
sounds
class,
like you've quite a
if you
day
ask me.
ahead, what with classes and a
So let's
trip
go
to
ahead and get
Hogwarts
charms out the way
supplies,
first.
including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
And I love, unlike Star Wars, that this game shows you exactly where you're going. Got a nice little simple navigation system that's extremely effective. You would think if anything it'd be easy to get lost at Hogwarts, but this game is very intuitive. The ghost tripped me out. I don't know much about those two though.
What do you want?
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Hey, Natty.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
I just got here, guy.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all.
Let me read up on a little bit.
You all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay.
Accio.
Nice.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
True.
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Oh yeah, I remember we do Summer's Court out here. I love that game. Always lose
I've always
though.
found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
It's crazy how they can just build stuff like that out of nowhere.
So
I know
why don't
magic
we
and
have our
everything,
new
but
student start
still.
us off,
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charge at the last. Very good. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
And let's do this.
Splendid!
Yeah, okay. Alright. It's coming back to me. Let's see if I can get this one on 50 as well. That one would have been a bit too hard. Woo, okay. Good cutscene.
Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
It has been so long since I played this.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Natty.
Watch this.
Let's see if I can get you this time. Okay. Maybe not. Yeah. Immediately directly on 50. Okay. So... yeah. Okay. Cool.
Excellent control there.
Here we go.
I don't have to hold down square. That's good to know. Okay, so let's try to get this. Nice.
Nicely done. Let us see this. There we go.
All right. And awesome. All 50.
Score. Remarkable.
Okay. I'm shaking the rust off. I'm getting it.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Or we can just stop right here while I'm ahead. How about that?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
I'm gonna go for this middle one. Whoa. I forgot that could happen.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Accio.
You are not making this easy for me, are you?
Okay.
Watch this.
Ah.
Yes!
I told you she's super good. You know what? I'm going for this one over here actually.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
I know you won't. This is gonna be a bit trickier. That was too hard. No. Maybe. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Very good.
Let us see this. There we go.
All right. So there is absolutely no reason I shouldn't be able to win this.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not
As long as that ball doesn't fall, I'm good. because she's all out.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Quite impressive.
I think that's the first time I've ever beaten her. That's crazy.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Those guys look like twins.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
I still think that's
So
super
yes,
cool.
Bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
That's even
I
cooler.
remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
And that's the coolest one of all. They can use magic without wands. Yeah.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end things off there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.